I think I've only talked on Facebook about this. I have a theory. Uh, is it a hypothesis? I don't know if you could do any research on it. I don't know how it would be possible. Because I think, okay, to begin with, Jung archetypes and how people view you and perceive you. For helvete, man. It's like having some, I don't know. Then Jung archetypes. Then if you pull yourself out of it so that it is not possible to predict what you're going to say, that you're going to keep in the role people put you in. They think, well, she's that type. Well, she's not. Okay, then she's that type. What type is she? It confuses people because they cannot put you into a category. Not because they might be confused with there's something wrong with you because you're not, because people don't like what they don't understand or that they cannot categorize. Something that started during the Enlightenment, where I think, and maybe before, I don't know when it started, that sciences were put into different boxes when they should all be connected. That's the problem with some sciences, that they are not connected. Then knowledge here could solve a problem in this science or make them seem more intelligent. Not that I know everything, I do not. But on some areas, like psychiatry, psychology, it's then they seem almost retarded. And on other areas as well, like neuroscience, psychology, and there's philosophy, neuroscience. I've heard some Harris talk about how there's a connection, but you can be too rigid so that it focuses only on some details and leave out others, because it's nicer to have a result that's like a square. It's easy to put into that box, and then but then it's like what my theory is, that there's a script that somehow is written, like when some people talk about neuroscience, that the sum of your past experiences create who you are and can predetermine what you're going to do and say and the choices you make. Then if you are not predictable because you do not fit into the Jungian way of thinking that you can be categorized, you are that type. People like to judge other people. They like what they understand because they understand that's the type they know from this or that, or that type of political party, or well, I think that if people do not like, I don't know if people like that I am almost 52 and I still have my period, and it's like in my beginning of my 30s. I don't think people like that kind of thing, that they like to put you into the same box as everyone else because it's too chaotic, that they cannot control you as a human being. It's not a problem, it's something to learn from. Maybe I did something right. Maybe it's the way I use my brain. Maybe it's how I put aside have to problems, and then I play music, or like children play but it's playing music, and I'm in the what I do, and or what I don't know, or never do something that except if I really have to. But in my private life, where I can make the choice, do I want to eat that right now? Then I should, but now I cannot. Or do I want to play a song now? I can't. I don't feel like not. I don't know. But people, it's not about that much about me. Just explain what people don't like. They do not don't like things they cannot categorize and understand, and they don't like that you question science and everything that people agree about. But that's how societies change. That's how knowledge uh, is developed, not created, but developed from a state where it doesn't make that much sense because it was created early on for whatever reason. It might be there's an agenda to it, or because it was to fool people, to have some kind of narrative to live by because it felt better, or because they weren't that enlightened. I don't know. The theory is from what I've experienced, and this is an explanation maybe, that when you pull yourself out of it, not like I have been isolated because I've been waiting for my children for so long. That's not what I talk about. What I talk about, pulling yourself out of the predictability of being some kind of character, that it also has to do with having role models and trying to be like maybe an artist, or trying to be like a teacher, or trying to be like I don't know, a friend, or trying to be like a sister, or trying to be like an actor, or trying to be like the old philosophers because you believe in the deeds or what your psychologist told you how to live. And then if you do not fit into the categories, in my case, I don't like something that is like monotone. I don't know what the word is. That it's just the same and the same and the same. Living within this narrow a frame, I can do something for a period of time, then I get sick and tired of it. It also comes to music. Listening to jazz music, soft, soothing music, but then I need to listen to death metal or something, now country, I never listened to it before, classical music, relaxation music, piano, children's music, rock music, blues, pop, not that much techno, but electronic music, and that's one of the music. I like all kinds of music because I'm a musician, I think, and to me it's not cool to listen to death metal. It's not more cool than listening to classical music. It's just a way to express yourself. And then maybe I've relaxed for some time, living very, I don't know, not doing that much, and suddenly I cannot stand it anymore. I need to do something else. Then I do something totally different. Or suddenly I'm in the mood to make jokes, and other times I do not make any jokes that or fun with people. I'm very serious, and sometimes I talk a lot. Sometimes I don't. And it's not, but I don't know. But that's difficult to categorize. Then, but it's only I think it has to do with archetypes or something about. The thought is that there might be something that is actually predetermined somehow from your past has led you to this point where you are maybe 30 or 50, 65 or something years old, and then if you pull yourself out of it, somehow you succeed in that, because if not, then you would have lived until I don't know, X times years. I don't know how many years. Then what I experienced is that I was in a bad mood on a road, thinking I might as well just let someone hit me with a car. Not recently, years ago. And then the car stopped. Okay, then I went to my car, and it hurt. My leg hurt. My knee hurt. I looked at the pants, and I thought, did I fall? No, I did not. Okay, I pulled up the pants. There was this, when you have fallen on concrete, it's that type of big mark on my knee, and my pants, my jeans, there, no mark there. And I thought, and it's only something you can get from concrete. It's not if you hit your leg against something, which I did not. And I thought, okay, some things happen, though it does not happen. But it happens as that really happened. Some things happen more like a bit of an illusion. Some people think they experience something you say that you did not say, something that would have happened but does not happen. That fools people, but when time passes, you can pull yourself out of it and somehow revive as a person. And then when people, I don't know, maybe you were not an original, not in a bad sense of the word, but you turned into an original. And then you are reborn in a new state of being that is not predictable, and that makes people get confused. They don't know what is going on because they don't understand, and I don't know if that's why there's been so much attention around me, that without any attention, the places that could have caused it, like on social media, or I've not been on TV or anything, I'm thinking that has to do with the future, something in the future, but it's not ever. But it gets, it's now it went from this to less negativity. It's getting better. Still, cycles outside, they cannot stand it. And I don't know if they used to live my life, and now they're not able to think. I blame corona vaccination, which is the same as not being able to do that anymore. If they did, and then there's the problem that when you are predictable, you are in this box, and then you don't annoy people. But when you're outside the box and you use more of your brain capacity, and you when you understand it, then you get the ability to predict some things, or you can use your brain more freely, and you get ideas. There's not many of my ideas I can say that other people got before me. Uh, Maybe some thoughts, but not. Well, there was one idea about magnetism to treat cancer, but the procedure, how I think it's to be done, is not described by the 1950s people. It was just the idea that magnetism can be used to treat cancer. Then I developed or thought about a way to do it that I sent to some cancer research people in Denmark. I don't know if they want to use it or if they think whatever I say is stupid because they get the feeling that, I don't know, they have some kind of, I don't know what's wrong. But it is interesting. What is interesting about this is that I broke a cup, and you break something. It was not by accident, but nothing happened. No damage done to except my finger. And it jumped up and sliced my finger here. And it did. How could, well, it can bounce on something, and then, but it's very deep, and it cut a vein. I'm thinking, okay, I think I'm right about someone wanted to kill me in where I live, or wanted me to die. Someone wanted me to, well, I was supposed to have committed suicide, maybe, or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. That, it's very difficult to explain. Except I think it's easy to understand. Actually, what's not easy to understand is how it feels to be me, because I don't even know really when people are around me that much. Not as much here, so I know it better now. But I know how to, well, good sleep, good healthy food, a lot to drink, very healthy, using the body, do some kind of exercise, just walking, and then letting go in your mind of things you worry about. You have to do it, but it's very difficult when you have people reminding you of their presence. So it's more difficult. But sometimes I think, oh my God, I look disgusting. I look old and horrible. Then the next day I look younger and better. What happened overnight, I don't know. But, and sometimes, I experienced it. I slept, I felt like I had been gone for 2.5 months. I was so rested, I felt so much better, like, but the theory is then that I think it's the only thing I can relate it to is the Jungian way of thinking, but I don't know if there's more to it. But you can break the predictability, and that but you don't want things like this to happen too much. Or the car accident that I survived, so-called car accident, I don't know. If it's because of some Jungian thing, I don't know, or something else. But the theory is that, well, it should have happened. they should have hit me and I should have fallen and uh, and but I should have fallen or I don't know, but I did not. But it happened anyway. That it's in some kind of strange universal script, but that it can fade out into some kind of rebirth